Welcome to Tech Talk Thursday, Season 5, Episode 9. PROMATION USA have just launched a brand new automatic soldering system under the Panda banner. Here to tell us about it is Mike Goldberg. Welcome, Mike.
Good to see you as well.
So tell us a little bit about the idea behind the Panda 500. What made you go down this road to develop a brand new automatic soldering system from the ground up?
Yeah, so we had gone out and done some industry research with some of our clients, and we felt that there was a great opportunity for a new state-of-the-art, intelligent, keyword intelligent, hot iron robotic soldering solution. So we set out back at the end of 2019 to develop a brand new innovative solution that would be intelligent, aggregate data, process data, and be able to generate log file output to a local directory computer or an actual network drive. So the idea was to really birth a machine from the ground up that would be truly innovative, intelligent, and offer manufacturers the ability to look into their process and really see what's going on from a 10,000 foot view into a macro view of the process or micro view.
Right. Well, that sounds terribly exciting. So tell us about the machine itself.
Yeah, so to be honest, I'm incredibly excited today to introduce you to the state-of-the-art Panda intelligent robotic soldering solution developed by PROMATION. Panda has really become a specialty division of PROMATION, catering to high-end robotics platforms. And the Panda is our newest addition to the robotics line, which basically takes some of our most popular, best-selling, and most innovative soldering products out of our existing robotic soldering line. And we've developed an all-new state-of-the-art platform that inherits machine intelligence, dynamic vision alignment, and data aggregation. So the keywords here with Panda is an intelligent data aggregating soldering solution.
Right. So you've taken some of the best elements of the quick soldering experience you had and merged it with some vision alignment systems and software packages into this new platform called Panda. Is that my correct understanding?
Yeah, that is correct. This was a ground-up approach. So we've been an exclusive distributor for Quick for almost or nearly 9 years now. We've had a lot of great success with that Quick product line. What PROMATION set out to do was to develop a new innovative soldering platform that selected, as you said, the creme de la creme out of the Quick line, the heritage line that we've done so well with, and really develop a next-gen technology platform that really caters to premier electronics manufacturers looking for data control, data aggregation. Again, the key word is if you wanted to know who was soldering product on September 3rd at 9:04 in the morning, the Panda machine is your machine. This machine is intelligent. It marries operator information with product, has some nice functions such as auto program selection through our in-feed barcode scanning conveyor. So just some really great next-gen tech for electronics manufacturers looking for more data control and more process data.
Okay, great. So we'll go into some of the features of that software in a moment, but let's start off with the basic parameters of the system itself. What's the maximum board size? What sort of mechanism are you using to transport the boards into the machine? And what sort of accuracy are you getting with the head?
Yeah, so from a machine standpoint, we're featuring a 500 by 500 millimeter working area with automatic width adjust on the actual conveyor bed using a pin chain conveyor and an 060 steel roller chain. So really defined by the client. Right now we're featuring the 060 roller chain. From a technology and repeatability standpoint, we maintain an accuracy of plus minus 0.02 millimeters on the end effector. So that's 2/100ths of a millimeter accuracy. So it is extremely accurate. From the soldering technology side, we're featuring 180 watt power supply and soldering iron, which also allows us to use some of these premium cartridge real-time thermal feedback loop solder tips for ensuring soldering temperature and stability first and foremost. Truth be told, the actual articulating end effector, which we'll go into a little bit more detail on, is a dual articulating end effector designed to really mimic the hand soldering process. So just a really innovative technology, even on the end effector as well.
Right, right. So they operate independently then. The feeder and the soldering tip are separate from each other.
That is correct. Yeah, there are 4 different stages for both the soldering iron and 4 different stages for the actual solder feeder. So there are some benefits to that when we talk about, plunging the solder tip deeper into cleaning cycles, expediting, the soldering process and movement. So a lot of benefit in more dexterity on the actual robot end effector.
Right. Okay. And I believe it's a 4-axis robot that you've got in there on that system.
That's correct. Yeah, it features an X, Y, Z, and full theta with additional 4 stages, if you will, of the end effector.
Right. Excellent. Okay. So let's have a look at the software side, as you mentioned. Obviously, programming is the first thing that comes to mind. Talk us through how you would program the system.
Yeah, delighted to. So what really makes Panda one of a kind is really the innovative front end software on this machine. When we actually have a board panel and the operator is ready to program Panda, this is really where the human becomes one with the machine. Through 12 years of experience, I had a great hand in saying and how I wanted the software designed. And so I'm proud to say that we own every bit of Panda, and we've customized, designed it to really be intuitive and truly innovative for the programming and the operator's experience. When the actual board goes on the conveyor, we'll bring it in through a loading cycle, and through an edge clamp mechanism, we're able to secure the board, and then really the magic happens. From our actual entry software, we're able to tie down application name, solder tip size, solder feed angles, even recipe information directly here on the actual application side. From there, we can go in and actually create a vision map. So one of the things that we really like about Panda is that through its camera, which is actually integrated into the Z-axis shaft, it's a center mount camera, we can actually take photos of the board and we'll stitch them together into a map. So first and foremost, all of your programming controls are right here in front of you. And then we've really broken out the camera controls into a secondary monitor to make that experience significantly more visceral. Once you've captured all your application information, we then go into our smart settings. And so again, the keyword here with Panda is intelligent. We really offer what we call 3 different smart control settings. The first one being a dynamic vision alignment, which allows users to look at 2 different locations or fiducials and offset the soldering head based upon part-to-part discrepancy. The second smart setting we incorporated on the Panda machine is what we call a key mark or an orientation validation. Is the proper part loaded? Is it in the proper orientation? And this helps to mitigate any operator error, adding poke-yoke to the soldering process. Last but not least, we have what we call a good, no good skip function. We understand that manufacturers, if you have, let's say, a 30-up panel of product, we understand that at the end of a production run, you may not have 30 products. So the machine is intelligent enough to go along a multi-up array, non-symmetrical. You can load them in that pallet however you want, and actually to make an assessment, is there a product there or not, instead of soldering thin air and wasting material, so to speak. So better regimented materials, improved cycle time, and obviously, making the machine significantly more simple for the operator and the day-to-day manufacturer. Once the vision has been added, we actually go into our recipe function. So from here, we'll actually see we have our vision map here, which of course, all of this is touchscreen, which we really happen to like. As you actually go through the vision map, you can click on different areas of the board and the machine will hover to those locations. Again, you can see this brilliant display of witness camera and center mount camera up top here. Through our global bank system, what we found is that we really wanted to build a library of different values for manufacturers that are soldering families of product A, B, C, or D. Some of them may use the same layers, the same components. And so what we really do is build a global memory bank system or recipe bank system for operators to select from a drop-down menu within our products here to, basically look at their different values in these banks and then select and apply them to our actual points in the software. Of course, the software features some really nice copy and paste functions for non-symmetrical arrays. We do have array functions for symmetrical product layouts. So some really good innovative soldering tech here. one of the things I really like, and I know it may be a little difficult to see, is also as you program, we've come to learn that sometimes product can become, a lot of soldering points, a little bit overwhelming. So as we actually select from our list here, we have reticles that actually populate on the vision map. And so as you select these, you know exactly what location you need to modify. For example, if it's the first pin that needs a little bit more heat, we can of course do that and diagnose that very quickly with an actual visual aid. So again, just some really nice technology. And again, having that touch screen just really kind of brings the operator into the soldering process as well.
Brilliant. So once all these recipes are put together into a program, then the board comes in, it does a fiducial check, and then basically applies these different recipes to solder the board.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing is that all of this information is then tied down to a log file. So as I mentioned, the machine is data aggregating. So this machine is generating data based upon what it's soldering, how long it took, better regimented materials or spare parts consignment. So some really great functions for the manufacturer looking to lean out manufacturing and really dial in their manufacturing process. So as we've soldered this product, we're generating a log file, which is then every single action the robot's doing, it's taking a bank of that and then generating a log file either to the local directory folder or actually can be placed onto an MES network for some additional data traceability.
Yeah, that's great traceability. It really is. It's lovely. And I love the two cameras that you've got up at the top there. So you're getting a real good view of what's actually happening inside the machine. That's really cool. And of course, the touch screen aspect is quite neat too. Let's talk about the applications for this, Mike. Where do you see the key applications for using this? This is going to replace hand soldering on the line? Presumably, this is going to be at the end of the line or into the final box build area?
It's a great question. Believe it or not, and truth be told, the majority of what we do happens to be, I'll say 97% of what we do happens to be wire attach and battery attach applications. So most clients that come to us are either looking for these sorts of applications or some odd form component right before final assembly, and then everything in between. So we really see quite the variety of different applications here in our lab. And with our complementary lab work that we do for clients, we bring an application in, we'll provide a risk mitigation assessment. And should they say, we really enjoy working with PROMATION and we'd like to pursue purchase, this machine can come in with a recipe that's 90% or more tuned for manufacturing right out the box. So a really turnkey solution from, experts that have been around for, over a decade now in the industry. So a lot of that expertise has been married to the Panda to really make the automation uptake, as we say, significantly less complex and easier.
That's interesting. So, I mean, a customer could essentially send you a board, a real board. You could run it through the system and give them back a tack time and obviously evidence of how the quality of the soldering and stuff like that, so that he could make a real assessment as to whether it's worth investing in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's paramount in our world because, as I often tell our clients, there's, when you look at automation, there's no sense in making a lot of bad parts, right? People come to us for solutions and they want to make sure that every product coming off the automated work cell is a quality product. And so we do that as a complementary risk mitigation assessment to make sure that every product coming off is of quality. And that makes the return on investment for our clients significantly better. And quite honestly, I think that's why we do so well and clients continue to come back to us. So I think it's just a testament for, the service and support that we offer our clients.
That's great. That's great. Now, you did mention before we started that you're planning to roll this product out globally. So yes. Going into places like Europe, for example, you're going to be CE certified. Have you got all the necessarily documentation for this?
Yeah, so the Panda 500, as you're seeing behind me here, actually is already CE certified. We already have units going into plants in Europe right now. We have sub-distribution going throughout Europe, Mexico, the US, North America market, I should say. And then we're also approaching several people out in Asia as well to carry this product line for us. So we are coming, and we're very excited about what Panda has to offer our clients and new and old.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. And then just finally, I guess, it's in the roadmap that at some point you're going to go towards the IPC CFX certification for the product.
Yeah, so right now, our unit does feature an upgradable barcode scan auto recipe selection where we can place a barcode scanner on the in-feed conveyor and the machine will auto select the program. Inherently, with more autonomy becomes more challenges. And one of the challenges we've had, of course, is with many other solutions out there is, although we can take protocols from let's say a master PC or a master software and select programs, there's still operator intervention to say, has the proper solder tip been loaded? Has it been calibrated? It's one thing to auto change out a solder tip, but to make sure that it's calibrated still requires, additional resources. So with that being said, cobots and collaborative robots could be the next gen solution to tie into Panda. We're chasing it down. I always like to say that there's more autonomy to be pursued, but this is a great leap forward, and we hope to be pursuing these next gen levels of autonomy in the very near future. So it is on the roadmap for us, yes. Great. Okay.
And I believe you've got a range of cobots as well that you can use to integrate with this as well. Is that correct?
Yes. So PROMATION has actually, just as of this year, been signed on as an exclusive collaborative robot supplier for Techman collaborative robots, specifically catering to the electronics industry. That's where all of our experience is. And so that's where our primary focus is. With the rising costs of labor, with the lacking skill sets, we feel that now is the perfect time for cobots and robots to enter the workforce. And so, as we often say, cobots and robots are really the next or new best hire for manufacturers. And so we're delighted to actually introduce not only that product, but yes, doing autonomous machine tending, test cell loading and unloading. Really, the sky's the limit with cobots, and we're excited to bring that online as well.
Great. Well, it's very exciting to see this new machine launch from you, Mike. And I know your father, Gary, pretty well. He's been involved in it, I'm sure, pretty heavily too. Final question. Is it available now? And if so, what's the lead time?
Yeah, it's a great question. The machine is available. It's on sale now. We have several actually being built simultaneously due to high demand and pre-orders. Lead time on the machine is ranging anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks, really based upon customization factors. But we do have in-stock inventory coming online and available for some of our clients here in North America and Mexico. So again, we're incredibly excited about this new machine, and it is, quite elegant and beautiful. We really tried to make, for those of us who really view our technology as a showpiece, we tried to really even bring in the panoramic roof and some of these really nice features, illuminated work cell, to really make and showcase our technology, to our clients and to our customers. So we hope that has been well received and making a mark within the industry, so to speak.
Yeah, it certainly looks great from here, that's for sure. So anyway, Mike, I say super excited for you, and I want to thank you for coming in today and showing us the new machine from Panda.
Yeah, thank you, Trev.
In an EMS world full of supply chain challenges, pandemics, and shifting deadlines, Global SMT TV works around the clock to keep you up to date with the latest process technologies, standards, and breaking industry news to keep you at the top of your game. Global SMT TV, bringing you one step closer to your goals.